recording. We got 3, 2. On today's live daily news, one San Angelo man found out what happens when you pay for a good time here in town. A toddler was held hostage during a baby daddy dispute, and the Pit BBQ announces their opening day. Plus, Tara Fattouh with the San Angelo State Park joins the show to give you something to do with your kid. All this plus more. I'm Matt Trammell, and this is Live. But first, the Concho Valley Regional Food Bank needs your help. Join the food bank in fighting hunger and feeding hope during San Angelo Gives. Every dollar you give will equal 8 meals. Be a hunger hero today by ensuring that no one in the Concho Valley goes to bed hungry. Reach the food bank today at ConchoValleyFoodBank.org, or of course, catch them on San Angelo Gives on May 2nd. We start the show today with some news coming out of the Tom Green County Courthouse. On Friday, 38-year-old Martin Echo Pratt was put on probation after he tried to buy a lady of the night here in Tom Green County. We reported the story back in October of 21. At the time, it was told to us that Pratt was caught during a DPS sting. New information revealed that Pratt had met his match on social media site, agreed to pay her money, and then set up a meetup. Unfortunately for Pratt, there was no promiscuous woman. Instead, it was DPS troopers. For his crime, Pratt will spend the next 2 years on probation, but hey, it's a better punishment than he would have actually gotten if he would have gotten a prostitute from San Angelo. In other crime news over the weekend, the San Angelo Police Department stayed busy, though through all the petty crime like DWIs and possessions, one incident stood out. On Sunday morning at around 9 o'clock, officers were called to the intersection of Avenue N and A&M for the report of a drunk driver who had a child in the truck with him. The suspect, later identified himself as Rondi Strickland, was told by law enforcement to exit his truck. He did, but held his 3-year-old child hostage and took the child into an open field near the intersection. Hostage negotiators eventually cooled down Strickland before anything happened. It was later learned that a fight between Strickland and his child's mother occurred at the 1600 block of South Harrison. That fight led to the mother's hand being ran over and Strickland taking the child. Because of that, he was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and DWI with a child under 15. He was released on Monday morning. And just before we went on the air this afternoon, a crash was called involving a San Angelo ISD school bus. According to our reporters on scene at around 3 o'clock this afternoon, officers with the San Angelo Police Department were called to the intersection of 13 and Pecan for a major crash. When they arrived, they discovered a short school bus that had hit the back of a trailer parked near the intersection. There were some kids and a school bus monitor on that bus, but there weren't any injuries. This crash wasn't too bad, but since you pay for the buses, we figured we'd let you know. And as we move into weather this week, it's looking like we could get more of that much-needed rain. Of course, over the weekend, we got less than 1/10 of an inch, but those numbers should look up as there are a few days this week with a chance of rain. The best chances will be on Tuesday and Wednesday. There's only a 20% chance for both of those days, but we're keeping our eye open on it. And finally, one of San Angelo's favorite barbecue joints has announced their opening day for their brick and mortar building. James Bellini has more on that in a second, but before we get to that, San Angelo Gives is coming up on May 2nd. With that, the Bishop Street Recovery Ranch is asking for your help. The Bishop Street Recovery Ranch is a transitional home for men where the love of Christ changes one man at a time. To contact them, call the ranch at 325-374-0413, or of course, look for them on May 2nd during San Angelo Gives. And now here's James Bellini with the biggest story of the day.
If you've had San Angelo barbecue, then you're probably well aware of The Pit. One of San Angelo's favorite food truck offers some of the best brisket in town, and of course, everyone loves the notorious jailbreak sandwich. The Pit may be good, but the big complaint is always, man, I wish I could eat inside there. Well, now Jesse Sanchez and his crew have made that possible. Starting Thursday, the Pit BBQ brick and mortar building will be open at 2330 Sherwood Way, and that will be open 7 days a week from 10:30 a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Business expanding is always a good thing, and when it's barbecue this good, it has to be the biggest story of the day.
We all know it's super hard to find Super Duties. They are few and far between, but right now you can actually find a great selection at Jim Bass, and it's perfect because it's Truck Month. So why not take advantage of the Ford factory incentives and our great selections and make it the place to buy your next truck. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hardin Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
The Angelo State baseball team swept the final regular season home series over the weekend. They beat St. Edwards in 4 straight games to claim the Lone Star Conference's regular season title. The Rams finished regular season play this weekend against West Texas A&M. Up in the Permian Basin, the San Angelo Central Bobcats and Lakeview Chiefs sent athletes to run in the area track meet with a chance to qualify for regionals on Friday. Both the Cats and Lady Cats performed well and send several athletes to Arlington. The Chiefs and Maidens ran just as well as the Cats and qualified multiple athletes in multiple events to send their student athletes to Lubbock on Friday. For all things sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
So long. Bye. See ya.
Adios.
Carpet Tech is hitting the highway, and we're coming to your hometown. If you live outside of San Angelo, we'll travel to you and waive the mileage fees. That's a savings of up to $200. The further away you are from our location, the more you save. Now's the time to get your carpets, hard floors, and upholstery cleaned, saving up to $200.
Bye. How was that?
And welcome back to the show. Joining me today again is Tara Fattouh with the San Angelo State Park. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, we're glad you're here. You've had a busy month or two.
Yes. Yeah, it's been filled with our 100-year celebration last month, spring break, and then we've had a lot of school groups and homeschool groups coming out, so it's been busy, but it's good. More people in the park.
Well, it's amazing to me that there's almost 90 state parks, and San Angelo has its own state park. Of course, the San Angelo State Park's O.C. Fisher Reservoir, and just to the west of the city. It's hasn't been a state park for 100 years, but state parks have been around for 100 years.
Yeah.
So what are, in addition to the lake and the river, what are some of the other attractions out there?
So we have over 50 miles of trails. That's our hiking, biking, and horseback riding. So if you have your horse, you can bring it out. The lake, we have the Permian tracks. So you can either do a 3-mile hike or about a 1.25-mile hike, depending on which end you want to start at. But they're 100 million years older than your traditional dinosaur tracks, so they're pretty rare.
It's fascinating that there's actually tracks in the stone out there.
And that they've been preserved, like able to.
That they're still there.
Yeah. And then of course our bison and longhorn. Those are always
the ever popular bison and longhorns. And to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of state parks, all of the state parks are doing different things.
Yes.
And you have something coming up. Something to do with food.
Yeah, s'mores.
S'mores, even better.
Yeah, so May 13th at 8 p.m. we'll be doing a s'mores with the ranger. Solo Stoves has donated a few stoves to us.
Okay.
So we'll get to use those. And then we were trying to encourage people to bring out their most creative topping to see what we can get. Anything from like Reese's to bacon. So whatever your creative mind can think up, we can take a picture and post it on our Facebook page and show what everyone comes up with. But it'll be a celebration, like a 100-year celebration event. So we'll have all the stuff for the s'mores, like the basic chocolate, graham crackers, and marshmallows. But if you want to bring something different, you are welcome and encouraged to.
That sounds yummy. Now, what are those Solo stoves?
So they're, I haven't looked at them. We just got them in the mail like 2 days ago. But they're a way for us to actually have a fire without putting one like on the ground. So it's like a camping stove, and it helps since right now, at the moment, we're not in a burn ban, but that could change in 2 days.
That will probably change pretty quick. We're in a constant state of drought out here, and it's the lake is really low, and we really do need some rain. So and wildfires are a danger out there, so we've got to be careful.
Yeah. But yeah, so those stoves help us out. It was a really amazing donation that we were able to take advantage of, and we're hoping to put them to use for that, as well as other different programs that I can put on throughout the year, and or just for our own, like we'll maybe use them for some of our drawn hunts.
Okay.
We usually try to cook something for the hunters, or just different types of activities that we can use throughout the park.
They'll come in handy.
Yes, definitely.
All right. You've also got some stuff coming up for dogs.
Yeah, so on May 20th at 9:30 a.m. we'll do a Bark Ranger hike. So you don't have to have a dog to come on the hike. It'll just be about 1.5 miles.
Okay.
But it's encouraged to bring your dog. And the only thing is you just got to have them leashed at all times. And if we please bring a doggy bag and then take that out with you too.
Which is what you need to do anytime you walk your dog anywhere. That's just part of it.
But I know a lot of people have been asking about it. We did it for our first day hikes.
Okay.
So hopefully we get a good turnout this last time.
Well, it's a great place to take your dog. It really is.
Yeah. I feel like we have good trails for it, and just be aware of snakes right now. So to make sure, that's a good reason to have your dog on a leash. So just to stay on the trail and keep a better eye on them. But,
okay.
Yeah.
And what else? You know, the longhorns and the bisons are you know, they're a very popular draw.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff going on.
Yeah. So like this weekend, Friday night, we're gonna have a star party.
Okay.
Angelo Astronomy's gonna come out. Andy Oliver, he's great.
Yeah.
He's gonna come out and help lead it. And then I have 3 telescopes, hoping to get those set up. It's supposed to be a rescheduled star party from our 100-year celebration.
Okay.
Because it looked like it was going to be cloudy, but it cleared up. But it was a coin toss to decide what to do. But so we'll do a star party Friday. Saturday is a sunset hike, and then Sunday we'll be doing our monthly women's hike.
That is that's a full weekend and a lot of opportunities to go out and see the park and you know, even being close to San Angelo, out there the sky is much clearer.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful place to watch the stars.
Yeah, I mean, we won't see the Milky Way, sadly, but Andy's come out before. I watched him work with some of the Girl Scout troops, and we were able to see like Saturn and Jupiter, and so we might be able to look at the moon. It's not going to be a full moon, but there will be some portion of the moon.
Well, it just looks skyward. There's something fascinating up there.
Yes.
All right, this is a point where I normally forget something, so if I've forgotten anything, Tara, it's up to you to get to remember it.
Yeah. Well, so next month I have our May events posted all on our Facebooks. If you want to check those out, I'll post like a full post with all the events listed, so it's a little easier. But everything's posted on our events tab. We'll do, of course, Bison and Longhorn the second Saturday. I'll be out there with our Skins and Skulls table answering questions.
Okay.
S'mores with the Ranger the 13th. And then the Bark Ranger the 20th. And then to wrap up the end of the month, we'll do May 27th animal tracks. So we're not going to actually go on a hike, but we'll learn about the animal tracks. And if you have a little one or an adult, because it sounds fun to me too, we'll be able to make a cast of animal tracks that you would find in the park anyways and decorate them and all that.
That's just cool.
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
Something to look forward to. I'm excited to do it, and hopefully we get a lot of people out.
Fantastic. And you're going to come see us again next month?
Yes, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, Tara Fattouh with San Angelo State Park. Lots of stuff to do out there, and we'll go back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo. Thank you, Yantis. Thank you, Tara. Make sure y'all go out there to San Angelo State Park. I'm telling you, some s'mores is sounding good right now. This is Live Daily News. We're here every afternoon. We're going to give you all the news from the day and an interesting interview to keep you on your toes. For everyone here at San Angelo Live, I'm Matt Tramble, and we will see you guys tomorrow.